Question 1. When was the Battle of Hastings and why is it significant? A. 871 AD. Marked the end of Viking rule in England. B. 1066 AD. Led to Norman control of England. C. 1215 AD. Associated with the signing of the Magna Carta. D. 1485 AD. Ended the Wars of the Roses. Answer. B. 1066 AD. Led to Norman control of England. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 AD was significant because it resulted in the Norman conquest of England, altering the course of English history. Question 2. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? A. Elizabeth I. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Mary Wollstonecraft. D. Theresa May. Answer. B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, serving from 1979 to 1990, was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Question 3. What is the significance of the Magna Carta? A. It established the Church of England. B. It was the first document to limit the powers of the English monarchy. C. It declared independence from France. D. It marked the beginning of the British Empire. Answer. B. It was the first document to limit the powers of the English monarchy. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is significant for laying the foundation for modern democracy and the principle of the rule of law. Question 4. In what year did the UK join the European Economic Community, now known as the European Union? A. 1952. B. 1973. C. 1984. D. 1992. Answer. B. 1973. The UK joined the European Economic Community, which later became known as the European Union, in 1973. Question 5. What is the capital city of Scotland? A. Glasgow. B. Edinburgh. C. Aberdeen. D. Dundee. Answer. B. Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland, known for its historic and cultural significance. Question 6. What are the responsibilities of the Speaker of the House of Commons? A. Overseeing the monarchy's interests. B. Managing the UK's foreign affairs. C. Presiding over debates and maintaining order in the House of Commons. D. Drafting legislation. Answer. C. Presiding over debates and maintaining order in the House of Commons. The Speaker's role includes ensuring that debates run smoothly and parliamentary rules are followed. Question 7. Who is the patron saint of Wales? A. Saint Andrew. B. Saint David. C. Saint George. D. Saint Patrick. Answer. B. Saint David. Saint David is the patron saint of Wales, celebrated annually on March 1st. Question 8. What is the title of the UK's national anthem? A. Rule Britannia. B. God Save the Queen. C. Jerusalem. D. Land of Hope and Glory. Answer. B. God Save the Queen. God Save the Queen, or God Save the King, depending on the monarch's gender, is the national anthem of the United Kingdom. Question 9. During which conflict was the Battle of Britain fought? A. World War I. B. World War II. C. The Falklands War. D. The Boer War. Answer. B. World War II. The Battle of Britain was a significant air campaign fought during World War II in 1940. Question 10. Who was the monarch during the Victorian era? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Queen Victoria. C. King George III. D. Queen Elizabeth II. Answer: B. Queen Victoria. The Victorian era is named after Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901. Question 11. What was the purpose of the Gunpowder Plot? A. To restore a Protestant monarch to the throne. B. To promote peace between England and Spain. C. To assassinate King James I and restore a Catholic monarch. D. To declare independence from France. Answer: C. To assassinate King James I and restore a Catholic monarch. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605 aimed to blow up the Houses of Parliament during the state opening to kill King James I and replace him with a Catholic ruler. Question 12. What document, signed in 1689, limited the powers of the monarchy? A. The Charter of Liberties. B. The Magna Carta. C. The Bill of Rights. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer: C. The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights in 1689 limited the powers of the monarchy and laid down the framework for a constitutional monarchy in England. Question 13. When is St. George's Day celebrated? A. January 25th. B. March 1st. C. April 23rd. D. November 30th. Answer: C. April 23rd. St. George's Day, celebrating St. George, the patron saint of England, is observed on April 23rd. Question 14. Which king established the Church of England? A. King Henry VIII. B. King Edward VI. C. King Charles I. D. King James I. Answer: A. King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII established the Church of England in the 16th century after separating from the Roman Catholic Church. Question 15. At what age can people legally vote in general elections in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer: B. 18. In the UK, individuals are legally allowed to vote in general elections once they reach the age of 18. Question 16. Who is the longest reigning monarch in British history? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. Queen Elizabeth II. D. King Henry VIII. Answer: C. Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II is the longest reigning monarch in British history, having ascended the throne in 1952. Question 17. What was the purpose of the Act of Union 1707? A. To establish the Bank of England. B. To unify England and Wales. C. To unite the kingdoms of England and Scotland into the Kingdom of Great Britain. D. To declare war on France. Answer: C. To unite the kingdoms of England and Scotland into the Kingdom of Great Britain. The Act of Union 1707 merged the parliaments of England and Scotland, creating a single kingdom. Question 18. How did the Representation of the People Act 1918 change voting rights? A. It granted universal suffrage to all citizens over the age of 21. B. It extended voting rights to women over 30 and all men over 21. C. It allowed only landowners to vote. D. It restricted voting rights to members of the aristocracy. Answer: B. It extended voting rights to women over 30 and all men over 21. This act significantly widened the electorate, including, for the first time, women based on certain qualifications. Question 19. What was a major consequence of the agricultural revolution? A. The decline of the feudal system. B. A decrease in agricultural production. C. The beginning of the British Empire. D. Increased agricultural productivity and the beginning of the industrial economy. Answer: D. Increased agricultural productivity and the beginning of the industrial economy. The agricultural revolution led to significant increases in agricultural productivity, which contributed to economic changes that supported the Industrial Revolution. Question 20. Who developed the theory of evolution by natural selection? A. Albert Einstein. B. Charles Darwin. C. Isaac Newton. D. Louis Pasteur. Answer: B. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is credited with developing the theory of evolution by natural selection, which he published in his 1859 book On the Origin of Species. Question 21. When was the National Health Service NHS established? A. 1942. B. 1948. C. 1955. D. 1960. Answer: B. 1948. The National Health Service, NHS, was established in 1948 as part of major social reforms following World War II, providing healthcare services funded through general taxation. Question 22. What major scientific discovery is Isaac Newton known for? A. Discovering penicillin. B. The theory of relativity. C. Formulating the laws of motion and universal gravitation. D. The structure of DNA. Answer: C. Formulating the laws of motion and universal gravitation. Isaac Newton is renowned for his work in physics and mathematics, particularly for formulating the laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. Question 23. What are the two houses of the UK Parliament? A. The Senate and the House of Representatives. B. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. C. The National Assembly and the Senate. D. The Council of State and the Legislative Assembly. Answer: B. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. The UK Parliament is bicameral, consisting of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 24. Which body has the power to legislate on certain matters in Scotland? A. The Scottish Parliament. B. The Welsh Assembly. C. The Northern Ireland Assembly. D. The London Assembly. Answer: A. The Scottish Parliament. The Scottish Parliament has the power to legislate on various matters specifically devolved to Scotland, such as education and health. Question 25. How often are general elections held in the UK? A. Every 3 years. B. Every 4 years. C. Every 5 years. D. When the Prime Minister calls for it. Answer: C. Every 5 years. By law, general elections are held every 5 years to elect members of Parliament to the House of Commons. Question 26. How does one become the Prime Minister in the UK? A. By direct election by the public. B. By appointment by the monarch. C. As the leader of the majority party in the House of Commons. D. Through selection by the House of Lords. Answer: C. As the leader of the majority party in the House of Commons. The Prime Minister is usually the leader of the political party that has the most seats in the House of Commons. Question 27. What is Alexander Fleming known for discovering? A. The electron. B. Penicillin. C. The theory of evolution. D. The telephone. Answer: B. Penicillin. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, the world's first antibiotic, revolutionizing medical treatment. Question 28. In what year did the English Civil War begin? A. 1455. B. 1536. C. 1642. D. 1701. Answer: C. 1642. The English Civil War, a series of armed conflicts and political machinations between parliamentarians and royalists, began in 1642. Question 29. Who led the British suffragette movement? A. Queen Victoria. B. Florence Nightingale. C. Emmeline Pankhurst. D. Margaret Thatcher. Answer: C. Emmeline Pankhurst. Emmeline Pankhurst was a leading figure in the British suffragette movement, advocating for women's right to vote. Question 30. What significant event took place in 1066? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The Battle of Hastings. C. The Black Death. D. The founding of Oxford University. Answer: B. The Battle of Hastings. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 was a pivotal moment in English history, leading to Norman conquest and control of England. Question 31. What was the outcome of the Battle of Britain? A. A decisive German victory. B. A stalemate. C. A strategic British victory. D. The signing of a peace treaty. Answer: C. A strategic British victory. The Battle of Britain in 1940 resulted in a significant victory for the Royal Air Force, preventing a German invasion. Question 32. What does Burns Night in Scotland celebrate? A. Scottish independence. B. The end of the Jacobite uprisings. C. The birthday of Robert Burns, the national poet. D. The Battle of Stirling Bridge. Answer: C. The birthday of Robert Burns, the national poet. Burns Night is celebrated on January 25th to honour the life and works of Robert Burns. Question 33. Who is recognised as the patron saint of England? A. Saint Andrew. B. Saint David. C. Saint George. D. Saint Patrick. Answer: C. Saint George. Saint George is celebrated as the patron saint of England, with St. George's Day observed on April 23rd. Question 34. What ship is associated with Admiral Lord Nelson? A. HMS Victory. B. HMS Beagle. C. HMS Endeavour. D. HMS Titanic. Answer: A. HMS Victory. Admiral Lord Nelson famously commanded HMS Victory during the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. Question 35. Who was the UK's first female poet laureate? A. Sylvia Plath. B. Carol Ann Duffy. C. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. D. Virginia Woolf. Answer: B. Carol Ann Duffy. Carol Ann Duffy was appointed Poet Laureate in 2009, becoming the first woman to hold the position. Question 36. What food is traditionally eaten in the UK on Shrove Tuesday? A. Fish and chips. B. Pancakes. C. Roast beef. D. Yorkshire pudding. Answer: B. Pancakes. Shrove Tuesday, also known as Pancake Day, is traditionally marked by eating pancakes in the UK. Question 37. When was the UK's currency decimalised? A. 1961. B. 1971. C. 1981. D. 1991. Answer: B. 1971. The UK's currency was decimalised on February 15, 1971, moving from pounds, shillings and pence to a system based on pounds and pence. Question 38. What is the primary purpose of Prime Minister's questions? PMQs. A. To elect the Speaker of the House of Commons. B. For MPs to question the Prime Minister on any government policy. C. for the Prime Minister to question the leader of the opposition. D. To debate and vote on new laws. Answer B. For MPs to question the Prime Minister on any government policy. PMQs is a weekly session where members of Parliament have the opportunity to question the Prime Minister on current issues and government policies. Question 39. Who was monarch at the time of the signing of the Magna Carta? A. King Henry VIII. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King John. D. King Richard I. Answer C. King John. King John signed the Magna Carta in 1215, which was a document that limited the power of the monarchy and laid the foundation for modern democracy. Question 40. Describe the role of the judiciary in the UK. A. To govern the country. B. To legislate new laws. C. To interpret and apply the law. D. To elect the Prime Minister. Answer C. To interpret and apply the law. The judiciary in the UK is responsible for interpreting legislation, ensuring laws are applied correctly, and overseeing the administration of justice. Question 41. Why was the Domesday Book commissioned? A. To document the outcomes of the English Civil War. B. To survey and tax land holdings for William the Conqueror. C. To record the genealogy of the British monarchy. D. To establish the boundaries of newly conquered territories. Answer B. To survey and tax land holdings for William the Conqueror. The Domesday Book was commissioned in 1086 as a comprehensive survey of England's land holdings and resources for taxation purposes. Question 42. What achievement is Bradley Wiggins known for? A. Winning multiple Olympic gold medals in swimming. B. Becoming the first British cyclist to win the Tour de France. C. Setting a world record in marathon running. D. Winning the Wimbledon singles title. Answer B. Becoming the first British cyclist to win the Tour de France. Bradley Wiggins achieved this in 2012, marking a historic moment for British cycling. Question 43. Why is Diwali celebrated by some communities in the UK? A. To mark the start of the new year in the Gregorian calendar. B. As a festival of lights symbolizing the victory of good over evil. C. To commemorate the signing of the Magna Carta. D. To celebrate the end of the harvest season. Answer B. As a festival of lights symbolizing the victory of good over evil. Diwali, celebrated by Hindu, Sikh, and Jain communities, signifies the triumph of light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. Question 44. What social reform followed World War I in the UK? A. The introduction of the National Health Service. B. The extension of the right to vote to women over the age of 30. C. The abolition of the feudal system. D. The signing of the Treaty of Versailles. Answer B. The extension of the right to vote to women over the age of 30. The Representation of the People Act 1918 granted suffrage to women over 30 who met certain property qualifications, marking a significant step towards gender equality in voting rights. Question 45. What is the role of the Secretary of State for Defence? A. To manage the UK's internal affairs. B. To oversee the country's education system. C. To lead the country's armed forces and oversee defence matters. D. To handle the UK's foreign diplomatic relations. Answer C. To lead the country's armed forces and oversee defence matters. The Secretary of State for Defence is responsible for the defence of the United Kingdom and its overseas territories, managing the armed forces, and formulating defence policy. Question 46. When was the Bank of England established? A. 1544. B. 1694. C. 1776. D. 1821. Answer: B. 1694. The Bank of England, founded in 1694, is the central bank of the United Kingdom and one of the oldest banks in the world. Question 47. What does Guy Fawkes Night commemorate? A. The restoration of the monarchy in 1660. B. The defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588. C. The foiling of the Gunpowder Plot in 1605. D. The end of the English Civil War in 1651. Answer: C. The foiling of the Gunpowder Plot in 1605. Guy Fawkes Night, or Bonfire Night, is observed on November 5th to commemorate the failure of the Gunpowder Plot, where conspirators attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Question 48. How does the Magna Carta influence the UK today? A. It serves as the country's written constitution. B. It is considered a fundamental part of the UK's uncodified constitution and the symbol of liberty and the rule of law. C. It dictates the succession rules of the British monarchy. D. It outlines the economic policies of the UK government. Answer: B. It is considered a fundamental part of the UK's uncodified constitution and the symbol of liberty and the rule of law. The Magna Carta's principles underpin the legal system and democratic governance. Question 49. What was the original purpose of the Tower of London? A. To serve as a royal palace and fortress. B. As a public museum. C. To be the main seat of the British Parliament. D. As a commercial trade centre. Answer: A. To serve as a royal palace and fortress. The Tower of London was originally built by William the Conqueror in the late 11th century as a symbol of Norman power, serving various roles over the centuries, including royal residence, treasury and prison. Question 50. Why is Big Ben significant? A. It is the tallest building in the UK. B. It is the oldest clock tower in the world. C. It symbolises the continuity of British democracy and parliamentary governance. D. It was a gift from France to the UK. Answer: C. It symbolises the continuity of British democracy and parliamentary governance. Big Ben is an iconic landmark associated with the Houses of Parliament and the enduring strength of the British democratic system. Question 51. Who was a significant patron of William Shakespeare? A. King James I. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. The Earl of Southampton. D. Sir Francis Drake. Answer: C. The Earl of Southampton is often cited as a significant patron of William Shakespeare, believed to have sponsored some of his early works. Question 52. What victory is Robert the Bruce known for? A. The Battle of Agincourt. B. The Battle of Bannockburn. C. The Battle of Hastings. D. The Siege of Orleans. Answer: B. The Battle of Bannockburn. Robert the Bruce secured a significant victory against the English at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314, a pivotal moment in the First War of Scottish Independence. Question 53. What caused the Great Fire of London? A. A lightning strike on St. Paul's Cathedral. B. A naval bombardment by the French. C. An unattended bakery oven in Pudding Lane. D. A riot and looting in the city centre. Answer: C. An unattended bakery oven in Pudding Lane. The Great Fire of London in 1666 started in a bakery on Pudding Lane, devastating much of the city. Question 54. Which epic poem did John Milton write? A. Beowulf. B. The Canterbury Tales. C. Paradise Lost. D. The Divine Comedy. Answer: C. Paradise Lost. John Milton is the author of Paradise Lost, an epic poem in blank verse, considered one of the greatest works of English literature. Question 55. What is the largest national park in the UK? A. The Lake District. B. Snowdonia. C. The Peak District. D. The Yorkshire Dales. Answer: A. The Lake District. The Lake District National Park is the largest in the UK, renowned for its stunning landscapes and cultural heritage. Question 56. How is Remembrance Day commemorated in the UK? A. With a public holiday and military parades. B. By wearing red poppies to honour fallen soldiers. C. Through fireworks and celebrations. D. By closing all businesses and schools. Answer: B. By wearing red poppies to honour fallen soldiers. Remembrance Day, observed on November 11th, is marked by wearing poppies as a symbol of remembrance for those who have died in military service. Question 57. What pioneering role is Amy Johnson known for? A. The first British woman to win a Nobel Prize. B. The first woman to serve as Prime Minister of the UK. C. The first British woman to fly solo from England to Australia. D. The first female judge in the UK. Answer: C. The first British woman to fly solo from England to Australia. Amy Johnson achieved this feat in 1930, becoming an iconic figure in aviation history. Question 58. What initiated the Windrush generation? A. The signing of the Commonwealth Immigrants Act. B. The arrival of the ship Empire Windrush in 1948. C. The independence of India and Pakistan in 1947. D. The Brixton riots in 1981. Answer: B. The arrival of the ship Empire Windrush in 1948. The Windrush generation refers to Caribbean immigrants who came to the UK between 1948 and 1971, starting with those who arrived on the MV Empire Windrush. Question 59. What Act abolished the British slave trade? A. The Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. B. The Slavery Abolition Act of 1833. C. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. D. The Civil Rights Act of 1964. Answer: C. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. This act made the trade in slaves illegal within the British Empire, marking a significant step towards the abolition of slavery. Question 60. What is the purpose of the Commonwealth? A. To maintain British imperial rule. B. To facilitate economic agreements among former British colonies. C. To promote democracy, human rights, and economic development among its member states. D. To oppose the United Nations. Answer: C. To promote democracy, human rights, and economic development among its member states. The Commonwealth is a political association of member states, most of which are former territories of the British Empire, working towards shared goals in democracy and development. Question 61. At what age are you eligible for jury service in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer: B. 18. In the UK, individuals become eligible for jury service at the age of 18, reflecting their legal recognition as adults with full citizenship responsibilities. Question 62. What does the Act of Settlement 1701 relate to? A. Establishing parliamentary sovereignty. B. Determining the succession to the British throne. C. Formalising the union between England and Scotland. D. Setting the foundation for the UK's constitutional monarchy. Answer: B. Determining the succession to the British throne. The Act of Settlement 1701 was enacted to settle the succession of the English and Irish crowns on Protestants only, which has had a lasting impact on the monarchy. Question 63. What is Hadrian's Wall? A. A defensive fortification marking the boundary of the Roman Empire in Britannia. B. The wall surrounding the Tower of London. C. A medieval boundary between England and Scotland. D. The foundation of the original London Wall built by the Romans. Answer. A. A defensive fortification marking the boundary of the Roman Empire in Britannia. Hadrian's Wall was built by the Romans in the 2nd century AD to protect the northern frontier of their empire in Britain. Question 64. Who is credited with creating the welfare state in the UK? A. Winston Churchill. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Clement Attlee. D. Tony Blair. Answer. C. Clement Attlee. The post-World War II government, led by Prime Minister Clement Attlee, is credited with laying the foundations of the modern British welfare state, including the establishment of the NHS. Question 65. What did the Good Friday Agreement achieve? A. It ended the War of the Roses. B. It secured Scottish independence from England. C. It helped to significantly reduce sectarian violence in Northern Ireland. D. It established the European Union. Answer. C. It helped to significantly reduce sectarian violence in Northern Ireland. The Good Friday Agreement of 1998 was a major peace agreement that addressed the issues at the heart of the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Question 66. Describe the impact of the Industrial Revolution on Britain. A. It led to a decline in industrial and economic growth. B. It resulted in the rapid expansion of industrial activity and significant social and economic changes. C. It isolated Britain from the rest of Europe. D. It decreased Britain's global influence. Answer. B. It resulted in the rapid expansion of industrial activity and significant social and economic changes. The Industrial Revolution began in Britain in the late 18th century, transforming it into the world's leading commercial nation. Question 67. What is the highest court in the UK? A. The High Court. B. The Court of Appeal. C. The Supreme Court. D. The Magistrates' Court. Answer. C. The Supreme Court. Established in 2009, the Supreme Court is the final court of appeal in the UK for civil cases and for criminal cases from England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Question 68. What are the duties and powers of the Prime Minister? A. To serve as the head of the judiciary. B. To represent the UK in sporting events. C. To lead the government and make policy decisions. D. To act as the monarch's personal advisor. Answer. C. To lead the government and make policy decisions. The Prime Minister is the head of the UK government, responsible for overseeing the operation of the government and the implementation of its policies. Question 69. What allows public access to information from authorities in the UK? A. The Public Sector Information Act. B. The Freedom of Information Act. C. The Data Protection Act. D. The Official Secrets Act. Answer. B. The Freedom of Information Act. Enacted in 2000, this act provides public access to information held by public authorities, aiming to promote transparency and accountability. Question 70. How does the role of the UK's head of state differ from the head of government? A. The head of state is responsible for creating laws, while the head of government executes them. B. The head of state is a ceremonial role held by the monarch, while the head of government is the Prime Minister, who leads the country's government. C. The head of state is elected in a public vote, whereas the head of government is appointed by the monarch. D. There is no difference. Both roles are performed by the Prime Minister. Answer B. The head of state is a ceremonial role held by the monarch, while the head of government is the Prime Minister, who leads the country's government. This distinction is fundamental to the UK's constitutional monarchy. Question 71. What change did the Reform Acts bring to UK politics? A. They abolished the monarchy and established a republic. B. They introduced proportional representation in elections. C. They significantly expanded the electoral franchise, making the voting system more democratic. D. They merged England and Scotland into a single parliamentary system. Answer C. They significantly expanded the electoral franchise, making the voting system more democratic. The series of Reform Acts, passed in the 19th and early 20th centuries, gradually widened suffrage, reducing the property requirements for voting. Question 72. Why are the Commonwealth Games significant? A. They serve as the primary qualification event for the Olympic Games. B. They are a meeting point for former British colonies to resolve political disputes. C. They are a multisport event that fosters a sense of community and friendly competition among the Commonwealth nations. D. They determine the economic contributions of member states to the Commonwealth budget. Answer C. They are a multisport event that fosters a sense of community and friendly competition among the Commonwealth nations. The Commonwealth Games highlight the shared values and cultural ties of the Commonwealth. Question 73. What role did the Chartist movement play in UK history? A. It successfully overthrew the British monarchy. B. It was a key driver behind the UK's decision to leave the European Union. C. It was a working-class movement advocating for political reforms, including voting rights. D. It led to the establishment of the Church of England. Answer C. It was a working-class movement advocating for political reforms, including voting rights. The Chartist movement of the 19th century was instrumental in pushing for democratic changes in the UK. Question 74. How did the Beveridge Report impact UK society? A. It led to Britain's withdrawal from the European Union. B. It initiated the decolonisation process of the British Empire. C. It laid the foundations for the modern welfare state, including the creation of the NHS. D. It restricted immigration to the UK. Answer C. It laid the foundations for the modern welfare state, including the creation of the NHS. Published in 1942 by William Beveridge, the report proposed comprehensive social insurance and welfare programs to address want, disease, ignorance, squalor, and idleness. Question 75. Describe the significance of the Elizabethan era. A. It was marked by a significant decline in arts and culture. B. It witnessed the rise of the British Empire and a golden age of literature and drama, including the works of Shakespeare. C. It saw the introduction of the Industrial Revolution. D. It was characterized by Britain's isolation from continental Europe. Answer B. It witnessed the rise of the British Empire and a golden age of literature and drama, including the works of Shakespeare. The Elizabethan era, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, was a period of English cultural flourishing and expansion overseas. Question 76. How is education tailored across different regions of the UK? A. By applying a uniform educational system throughout the UK. B. Through devolution, which allows Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland to have their own education systems. C. By privatising education in certain regions. D. By allowing each city to set its own educational curriculum. Answer B. Through devolution, which allows Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland to have their own education systems. Devolution has enabled these nations to tailor their education policies to fit their specific needs and contexts. Question 77. What implications did Brexit have for the UK? A. It led to the UK adopting the euro as its currency. B. It resulted in the UK rejoining the European Union. C. It necessitated the renegotiation of trade, legal and immigration rules with the EU and other countries. D. It dissolved the UK Parliament and established a new governing body. Answer: C. It necessitated the renegotiation of trade, legal and immigration rules with the EU and other countries. Brexit has had wide-ranging implications on the UK's relationship with the EU and its position in the global order, affecting everything from trade to the rights of UK and EU citizens. Question 78. Discuss the historical impact of the British East India Company. A. It played a minor role in the spice trade with no lasting impact. B. It was instrumental in establishing British colonial rule in India, significantly influencing the region's economy and administration. C. It focused solely on cultural exchanges between Britain and India. D. It led the movement for India's independence in the 20th century. Answer: B. It was instrumental in establishing British colonial rule in India, significantly influencing the region's economy and administration. The British East India Company was a major force in the expansion of British influence in India through trade and later direct rule. Question 79. What was the significance of the Act of Union 1800? A. It established the Commonwealth of Nations. B. It created the United Kingdom by uniting Great Britain and Ireland. C. It declared war on France. D. It abolished the slave trade throughout the British Empire. Answer: B. It created the United Kingdom by uniting Great Britain and Ireland. The Act of Union 1800 merged the Kingdom of Great Britain with the Kingdom of Ireland, forming the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Question 80. How has the concept of Britishness evolved? A. It has become more inclusive, reflecting the UK's diverse society. B. It has reverted to a pre-industrial revolution identity. C. It is now solely defined by adherence to traditional British cuisine. D. It has been legally defined by recent Acts of Parliament. Answer: A. It has become more inclusive, reflecting the UK's diverse society. The concept of Britishness has evolved to embrace a broader range of identities, cultures and values, reflecting the changing demographics and cultural landscape of the UK.